Welcome to another breakdown, but most importantly, welcome to Learn From My L by me, Eli Guardiola. Alright, let's get into it. Please like and subscribe if you like the content. Alright, comment down below.
When you get knocked down, you get back up.
Alright, 2023 Purple Belt match last year at 162, I believe. Alright, we go to shake hands, and the most devastating move, the double guard pull right away. Boom. We double guard pull, but I immediately stand up, so I get my advantage. Alright, from here I start passing to one side. I'm going to get a knee on top of the thigh, and I get my overhook. Alright, now from here I'm going to go for over his head, and this is going to be my front headlock pass. I should be looking to put his back flat to the mat. I usually like to take that knee and cut to the same side. Alright, but from right here, I guess I didn't want to pass that day, so I just bring him right back up to his shoulder. But I still need to look to flatten him out. That's the only way I'm going to pass from this position. I start losing that overhook. He starts grabbing my shorts. The ref notices it and deducts him a point for cheating. Serves him right. But just like John Cena, I got to keep going, guys. So I take my right hand, I start blocking the hit. My right foot is now going to start backstepping, and I'm going to start going to north-south. From north-south, my opponent's still going to start turtling. When he starts to turtle, I'm going to hit my darce right here. Boom. This is a big mistake on my part. Alright, I should have taken that left forearm over his head, gable gripping my bottom arm, and this way now I can start taking him over. But instead, again, I use my darce, and now as I start to take him over, he goes right to his back. Not good for me. I need him on his side for the darce. Nevertheless, I do get the pass, and I land north-south, so that gives me 3 points. My opponent did grab the shorts again, so he does have another bad point, negative point, whatever you want to call it. I'm in north-south. I'm going to start looking to go to side control. As I go to side control, I get a crossface, but I miss my underhook. He uses his underhook to start taking me over, and then we kind of reset right here. From here, the ref's going to start getting in our way, but I'm going to immediately look to pass. He starts grabbing a double leg. I grab my overhook, and we scramble right back to our feet. If we take a look at that again, you're going to see right away I look for a knee cut. Okay, my opponent's going to start coming up for a double leg, but he does a bad job of getting his head to the outside. He keeps it in the center, and now he's pulling his whole body down on this double leg, which makes it very easy for me to use my overhook and start getting on top right here. Alright, my opponent does a good job, though. You see right away, pushing my hips as we scramble on top, and boom, we just set right back to our feet. I give my opponent a little dance, I push him, and then I pull guard right away. Boom. From here, my opponent sits, and then now I'm going to look to my half butterfly. So I take my right arm underneath, my left arm goes over, I gable grip. My left foot now goes in. Alright, I'm going to look to start going underneath him here. You see my foot is in, but my opponent has a bad base, so now I'm just going to look to take the sweep right away, okay? Not really my intention, but I'll take it. My opponent tries to do the Derek Lewis stand-up, but I just take his upper body right back to the mat. My right arm's now going to start fishing for his bottom leg. I'm going to pull it in as he tries to go to turtle. And then from right here, I should be looking to go to north-south, but I do get a little stuck. My opponent does go right back to turtle, and I lock up my darce again. One option I haven't tried is another darce variation where I keep the darce grip and then step my right leg over to mount and just try to finish the darce from there. Instead, we start moving to north-south, and I start going to the other side for side control. I do a good job with my left hand blocking the hip, but my right hand has a crossface, so it's very easy for him to turtle if he wanted to, but he just stays, and now my left hand covers the far hip. I widen my knees and look to keep chest-to-chest pressure, but my opponent and I are near out of bounds, so the referee sets us right back into side control. Pretty out of shape here, so I know I'm just trying my best to hold him down and just trying to keep the movement to a minimum. Alright, I should be looking to knee on belly here in a second, using my right arm as a bar so my knee can go on the belly, but he does a good job of elevating my hips and going right to backside 50-50. I'm doing a really bad job here of moving. I need a more sense of urgency. Okay, my foot's in danger. I need to either turn away or use my left foot to start pushing away, at least doing something to escape.
Just do it!
My lack of urgency now is allowing my opponent to wrap around my ankle, but there's still time for me to escape here. I'm just laying on my side at this point. I need to use my left leg, maybe to start prying the legs open, turn my right leg in. Just looking to escape, maybe looking to stomp my foot. I mean, anything, but instead I try to turn over his face for some reason. Finally, my spidey senses start tingling, and I sense myself in danger. Okay, I turn back into 50-50, and my opponent immediately starts reaping, which is illegal for IBJJF purple belts. But the system is always against your boy. My opponent does a great job now, though, of putting the feet on the hips, alright, as he cranks this ankle lock. I do a horrible job of keeping my hands on the mat instead of fighting. And as you see, he creates this bend in the leg by pushing the feet on the hips. He's getting on his shoulder, and then the pressure is just too much for me, and I hit him with the double tap. Boom, 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 let go, please. Let's just look at the key takeaways to this L. Alright, with the first key takeaway, do not rush the submission, look to stabilize, then hunt. I felt like with the darce, if I would have went to a quarter Nelson, alright, dumped him to his shoulder, then shot my darce, I would have had a better chance of hitting the darce, but instead I went to the darce right away, he went to his back, I lost the submission. Key takeaway number 2, use pressure in the top position to my pace, establish control from my gas tank. This kind of goes back to our first key takeaway, but this time positionally, I should have used the top positions a little bit more to start pinning my opponent, especially inside control, right? Going very slowly, not rushing things like going to mount. You know, just kind of keeping the scrambles out of the way, especially if I was feeling like I was out of shape. It would have been wiser for me to slow down the pace of the match. Key takeaway number 3, when in danger, freaking move. Get the hands off the mat. I know that says of, but that should say off. Nevertheless, I should have had more urgency, right? I was in a bad position. I didn't respect the position. My hands were on the mat. My butt was on the mat. I wasn't pummeling legs in. There could have been so much more that could have been done to prevent that ankle lock from happening. But we live and we learn, you know. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, if you like the breakdown, please like and subscribe. Comment what you've seen. Comment what I could have explained better. All right. Thank you guys.